The Dodgers and the Lakers did Kobe Bryant good. Oh, yeah. And another thing. Cold War. The Los Angeles Dodgers and the Los Angeles Lakers gave Los Angeles one October they will never forget. And both did so by honoring one of the most iconic sports figures to ever grace Tinseltown. And I have to give both their props. So earlier in October, the Lakers, gentlemen swept the Blazers, gentlemen swept the Rockets, gentlemen swept the Nuggets, and they got to the NBA Finals, almost gentlemen swept the Heat, but they beat them 4-2. And they claimed their 17th NBA championship, tied for the most with the Celtics. And LeBron James ended up being the Finals MVP, which made him the first man in history to have 3 different MVPs in the finals from 3 different teams. And he's won 4 in total. All along, the team has tried their best to honor Kobe, and they normally did so with wearing jerseys every now and then to reflect the Black Mamba. And the black jerseys basically reflect the Black Mamba. And back in February, LeBron said that he had to bring the championship home before Kobe. So this has been something that was in the forefront of, well, definitely Los Angelinos, but in the forefront of the minds of LeBron, of Davis, Anthony Davis, and of Jeannie Buss too, the owner of the team. I'm sorry, governor of the Los Angeles Lakers. They wanted to honor Kobe with a championship this year because, well, he was such a huge part of it, still is a huge part of the franchise. And normally when you have a big time loss like that, it affects a whole city, let alone a ball club. And so the Lakers did him right by winning a championship. But an athlete like Kobe Bryant, who is a basketball legend, his impact didn't stop there. He also impacted the Dodgers as well. And they as well had the march to get their ring because of Kobe. Now, Kobe never played for the Dodgers, but he did throw a couple of first pitches in ceremonies for the team. And a lot of people equate Kobe Bryant with Los Angeles. And so, of course, for a sports fan, outside of the fact that Hollywood adorns all the landscape of LA, LA is known for a few things. UCLA in basketball, in the history books. USC in football, also for the history books. The Lakers and the Dodgers. And even though I tip my cap to the Lakers because, I mean, getting a championship in the pandemic is something. I mean, the whole situation was tenuous at best. And the fact that they had to be sequestered away from their family for 2 months, for over 2 months, and get that chip, that means something. But not to be outdone, the Dodgers, who not only had to deal with not necessarily playing at home, but dealing with how MLB just simply did not know what to do with the pandemic. And also dealing with demons they had to exercise. What do I mean? 2017. Did I say more? 2018, again, need I say more? Both times they went to the World Series, both times they were empty handed. And in previous times and trips before 2017, 2018, one guy stands out amongst the rest, and that would be one Clayton Kershaw, the big, tall lefty who I say is the greatest regular season pitcher I have seen since Bob Gibson, and we're talking 50 years. He had a postseason record that it sucks. I mean, in the regular season, his ERA is like comfortably in the twos, but in the playoffs, his ERA is in the fours, and that was a lot to handle for him. And having him come up short, and having the team come up short, it almost seemed as if it was unfair that people would heap the attention and blame upon Kershaw because the failures of the Dodgers not getting a championship was heaped upon his big shoulders. They didn't win a chip because this guy didn't come up big. And he didn't even have to fail them, and people would lump the blame upon Kershaw. But I was happiest for him because there isn't another guy. There isn't another guy in Major League Baseball that I love and respect more than him. He is stellar on the field. Off the field, he does things like build wells in Africa. I mean, this guy has a heart as big as the state of Texas, and I really do mean that. He cares for humanity. He loves people, and he is a great pitcher to boot. So to see him with this big, wide grin on his face, as a sports fan, even though I don't root for the Dodgers, I'm glad to see that. And I'm also glad to see Dave Roberts, a cancer survivor, get a chance for glory too. I'm glad for him because I love to see guys who persevere and they get beyond the struggle and then they show what they did at the end of that struggle. He's a champion. So is Kershaw. That can't ever be taken away from either one of those guys. And also the influence of Kobe Bryant can't be taken away from the Dodgers as well. He was a big influence to the Dodgers because when he died, a lot of the Dodgers commented about how hurt and stricken and saddened they felt when he died. So his impact was felt. And because of him, and only because of him, I'm actually happy that the Dodgers and the Lakers brought home championships to Los Angeles. One of the greatest athletes to ever do it in a city as big as LA twice got a chance to say thank you to one of the greatest NBA legends of all time. Now, what was the biggest moment for you in this celebration of LA, the Dodgers and the Lakers winning their championships? Was it the Dodgers World Series rings, or was it the Larry O'Brien trophy for the Lakers? Which one means more to you? Or is it both and you're just so happy that LA has all the gold? Either way, like this video. And comment below because VIP, I want to hear what you have to say. What you say matters to me. And don't forget, hit that notification bell and subscribe to this channel to get any and all premieres of And Another Thing on the daily, Cole Sports Proper, or any other type of content that comes from this channel. I'm Cole Johnson, and as in parting, I will say this. The Lakers are wonderful. The Dodgers are wonderful. I may not root for either team, but I'm glad that they made Los Angeles happy. But I'm mostly glad that they honored a legend who made all of us happy because of his greatness. Till the next time.